Oh no. You should have seen this coming.
You here visiting Covenant, pal?
Is that what this place is called?
Yeah, we're a real up-and-comer.
I might take a look.
It ain't that simple. We don't just let anyone inside. You decide it would be fun to play a prank on your father. You enter his private restroom when no one is looking, and...
Oh, I'd put a firecracker in his toilet. Bam! It never gets old.
Test's over.
Humans all look funny.
This place is starting to look like a proper home thanks to you.
Hey,
I'll need some psycho before I can use the site this time.
Psycho? Is that safe?
No, but don't worry. Old Mama Murphy can handle a little pre-war military-grade combat stim.
I've got it.
Oh, Lord. That's pure. Gonna be an interesting trip. You're wearing a lab coat. You're standing with men of science, visionaries. Brilliant but misunderstood. I see a land marked up, like a great experiment. Each test a new beginning, each sacrifice an acceptable loss. You will not be loved, but you will save humanity, however you choose to define it. Oh no, you should have seen this coming.
Maybe we should do this later.
If you think so, kid.
You here visiting Covenant, pal? If not, move along. You know, I'm people loitering around. Not good for the nerves.
Is that what this place is called?
Yeah, we're a real up-and-comer. A pit stop on the road for traders and such. We're not that big, but we got the bargains. Got a doc that can patch you up. We even got some lemonade. Well, that's what Deezer calls it anyway. There's a small catch, though.
I might take a look.
It ain't that simple. We don't just let anyone inside. There's an entrance test. We call it the safe test. Everyone's got to take it.
I'm not interested.
Suit yourself.
Hey, Swanson.
Change your mind about visiting Covenant?
I'd like to visit.
Since you're a first-timer, there's something you gotta know first. We don't just let anyone inside. There's an entrance test. We call it the safe test. Everyone's gotta take it.
Well, your town, your rules.
You wanna take the test? Pass it, and I'll let you in.
A test won't stop raiders.
That's what we got the turrets for.
Being cautious. Not a bad call.
You do what you gotta do.
Interesting idea. Between you and me, what's the test for?
I probably shouldn't say nothing, but listen. We want to make sure only good people come into Covenant. No undesirables. Nobody that ain't actually what they seem, you know?
I'm new to the area. What do you mean by undesirables?
But you don't know about... Jesus, listen. Not everyone in the Commonwealth is human, okay? Some are... synths. I'm not gonna say anything more than that. Just take the test. You pass, and you can come inside where everything's safe, alright?
Do I really have to take the test?
Hey, rules are rules. You ready?
I'll take a pass.
Whatever, pal. Just try to stay safe out there.
Hey, Swanson.
Change your mind about the test? You want inside. You gotta take it.
I guess.
Take a seat, and we can begin. So let's begin. There ain't no wrong answers. You are approached by a frenzied scientist who yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response?
I'd slip away before he finishes his rant.
While he's speaking.
I'd grab a pipe and knock him out.
A pipe, you say?
I'd say, up yours too, buddy.
You'd say that?
I wouldn't worry. If he did that, it'd cause a parabolic destabilization of the fission singularity.
Yeah. Next question. While working as an intern in the clinic, a patient with a strange infection on his foot stumbles through the door. The infection is spreading at an alarming rate, but the doctor has stepped out for a while. What do?
I scream for help.
You'd rely on others then. Next question.
Amputate the foot before the infection spreads.
Amputation. Next question.
Restrain the patient and merely observe as the infection spreads.
Very, very interesting.
Medicate the infected area as best I can.
You have a medical background. You discover a young boy lost in a cave. He's hungry and frightened, but also appears to be in possession of stolen property. What do?
I lead the boy to safety, then turn him over to someone in charge.
Very curious.
I pick the boy's pocket to take the stolen property for myself and leave him to his fate.
Very curious.
Confiscate the property by force and leave the boy there as punishment.
Very curious.
I give the boy a hug and tell him everything will be okay.
Very curious. Congratulations! Hey, you made it onto a baseball team. Which position do you prefer?
I don't play baseball. I play soccer.
Are you certain about that? Never mind. Next question.
Catcher.
Are you certain about that?
Pitcher.
Are you certain about that?
Designated hitter.
Are you certain about that? Never mind. Next question. Your grandmother invites you to tea, but you're surprised when she gives you a pistol and orders you to kill someone. What do?
I'd throw my tea in her face.
Of course.
I'd do what Grandma told me to. I'd ask for a minigun so I could do the job right.
Please treat the question seriously. Or are you? Next.
I'd give her whatever she wants to spare his life.
Typical Class B. Old Mr. Abernathy has locked himself in his quarters again, and you've been ordered to get him out. How do you proceed?
I'd trade for a cherry bomb and blow it open.
And that is all you do? Nothing else? Wait, don't answer. Next.
I'd get a laser pistol and blast the lock off. Pow!
And that is all you do? Nothing else? Wait, don't answer.
I'd walk away and let him rot.
And that is all you do? Nothing else?
I'd grab a bobby pin and pick the lock.
And that is all you do? Nothing else? Wait, don't answer. Next. Oh no. You've been exposed to radiation and a mutated hand has grown out of your stomach. What's the best course of treatment?
I'd cut off the mutated tissue with a precision laser.
Technological bias.
Duh. I'd dose myself with anti-mutagen agent.
Ignoring possible. Yes.
I'd say a prayer and hope God would save me. I'd get a gun and shoot myself.
Near total absence. A neighbor is in possession of a Grognak the Barbarian comic book, issue number 1. You want it. What's the best way to obtain it?
Slip some knockout drops into his Nuka-Cola, then take it.
You're almost done.
Sneak into his room and steal it?
You're almost done.
I'd point a gun in his face and take it from him. I'd trade him for one of the comic books I own.
You're almost done. Last question. You decide it would be fun to play a prank on your father. You enter his private restroom when no one is looking and...
Change the wattage on the razor. Give him a shock the next time he uses it. Bzz.
Test's over.
Oh, I'd put a firecracker in his toilet. Bam! It never gets old.
Test's over.
I'd loosen bolts on his water pipes. When he turns on the sink, he'll be in for a surprise.
Test's over.
I'd replace his blood pressure medicine with sugar pills.
Test's over. No one's ever answered quite like you. But hey, you passed. I'll open up the gate.
This is the place with the so-called synth detector test. That's almost funny.
Welcome to Covenant.
Hey,
Yeah?
hold up a sec.
Here you go.
Your thoughts?
One of these days, you need to teach me some of your moves.
Your thoughts?
I'm almost enjoying this.
Your thoughts?
Out here, nothing's more important than a good partner. Glad I have one.
Your thoughts?
With you in charge, the Institute's future is in good hands.
Your thoughts?
I'm trained for any combat situation. No matter what we get into, I'll be ready.
What are your thoughts on our relationship?
As long as you're loyal to the
Penny stop is
Institute,
usually the first stop.
I'll have your back, ma'am.
What are your thoughts on our relationship?
Your son is a great man, and I'm starting to see some of that greatness in you, too.
Well, hello. Well, hello, stranger. The name's Jacob, and I run this town. Glad you passed the test. Our door's always open to good quality people. You can use one of the beds in the guest house, and you should visit Penny's store.
Anything else in town?
Doc Patricia will be more than happy to patch you up. For a modest fee, of course.
This place looks too good to be true.
To compete with Diamond City and Bunker Hill, we offer something they don't. Comfort and civility. Stay here a spell, and you be the judge if it's working.
Is that it?
Why, yes. Sorry. Didn't mean to keep you waiting.
I appreciate the hospitality.
For people like you, anytime. You might want to stay clear of Mr. Dan. I've had some complaints about him.
Who's Dan?
He's a gun for hire. Not the most savory line of work, if you ask me.
I'll talk to whoever I want, pal.
It's not like that. Just trying to help you out.
Understood.
You have a good stay now.
Thanks for the warning.
Just being a good host. You have a good stay now.
Oh. Hi.
Talia.
Oh, I heard about you. You're the stranger. I make things. Things for the store. Oh, I'm Talia. It's so nice to meet you.
Hey, what do you make?
I make medical supplies. Oh, and guns, scopes, and other things. You can see them for sale at Penny's store.
Slow down. Take a breath, for God's sake.
Oh, sorry. I talk too much, I know that.
You sound pretty handy.
I don't want to be a burden. You're gonna like it here. Everyone in Covenant is so friendly and really wants to help.
I hope I do.
You'll like it. You'll see.
I already hate it.
Oh, weird.
Why is everyone here so friendly?
I don't know. Ask Mr. Orden. I'm much better with terminals than people.
Too bad the rest of the Commonwealth isn't that way.
I know. Wouldn't it be great if everyone looked out for each other? Feel free to use my tools. And if you need anything, just let me know.
Meaning no offense, but I got a mountain of work to do.
Ted.
Anybody else in town would be happy to talk to you, but You see, I gotta run diagnostics on the perimeter turns.
Caravan came a few days back. Worked for old man Stockton. You saw him, right?
I already told you. I don't recollect. We get a lot of traffic.
This isn't Diamond City. A caravan of 5 comes through, you'd remember.
Then they must not have come through. Say, wouldn't you rather have a lemonade?
My job here isn't drinking lemonade. I know for a fact they came here. Why the brush off?
I want to help, mister, but I really don't recollect.
Mark my words. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Hey, the leg's still in the mend. You have anything for the pain?
Enjoy your stay. I hope Swanson didn't give you too hard a time at the gate. If you ask me, I think he takes his job too seriously. But welcome. Everyone around here calls me Mrs. Fitzgerald, but you, cutie, can call me Penny.
You're awfully chipper.
Looks like someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Mrs. Grumpy Pants.
What do you do around here?
A bit of everything. I try to leave some things for the menfolk to do, so they feel in charge.
Hello. Nice to meet a friendly face.
You're in luck then. Covenant is the friendliest place in the whole Commonwealth. You'll see. You here to shop? I'll make sure to give you a good price.
What do you sell?
Whatever the caravans bring in, plus anything Mrs. McGovern can cobble together. You want to take a look?
I'll take a look.
Best deals around.
You from around here? God, I hope not. Got enough of these hicks.
What's it to you?
Just doing my job.
Nope. I'm just passing through.
My advice is pass through sooner than later.
Sure. I'm from Covenant.
You? You're from Covenant? Yeah, and I'm the mayor of Diamond City.
You have a problem with the people here?
All the fake smiles and the fancy talking puts me on edge. The sooner I'm out of here, the better. You know anything about Stockton's caravan?
A caravan? What are you talking about?
I signed on with old man Stockton to find his lost caravan. What's left of it is just outside of town.
No, I can't say that I do.
I just can't catch a break.
A caravan? I'm not really the trader type.
Well, this isn't about trade.
Oh, sure. I know all about... who was that again?
You're as bad as the rest of these idiots. I signed on with old man Stockton to find his lost caravan. What's left of it is just outside of town. The last stop was here, so I've been trying to put together the story. But I keep getting the runaround. Got a proposal for you. Help me find Stockton's people, and we split the reward. At least one survivor walked out of that massacre. And I intend to make good on my contract.
Who are we looking for?
The big one is Stockton's daughter, Amelia. I didn't find any bodies of the feminine persuasion, so, there's hope. If we find her, Stockton's offering a heap of caps.
I'm not working with you.
The offer's open if you change your mind. Got a proposal for you. Help me find Stockton's people, and we split the reward. At least one survivor walked out of that massacre. And I intend to make good on my contract.
If I help you, I want something up front.
If I have your word, you'll help. I'll chip in 50 caps now. That's above and beyond the deal.
Sounds fair. I'm in.
Here's all I got on the caravan. I don't got proof, but Covenant's involved. Somehow. I'll keep poking around, but let me know if you find anything.
Have a pleasant stay in Covenant, stranger.
Well, hello.
Fresh lemonade!
I'll pass.
You don't know what you're missing.
Hey, Deezer.
Would you like some free lemonade?
What's the catch?
No tricks, no gimmicks, just the best lemonade in Covenant, free to our special guests.
I'll take some.
Enjoy!
Hey, Deezer. I'll take some.
Limit 1 per customer per day.
Busted again? It's the third radio this month. Ted better get on this
People in
pronto.
the Commonwealth are terrified of coursers. They should be.
Another newcomer. Welcome.
Mr. Fitzgerald.
We don't tolerate violence or vulgarity. Steer clear of those, and we'll get along just fine.
This cell means business. Hey, Deezer.
Less rads, less mute fruit, same great taste. Try Deezer's lemonade.
I'm looking into a lost caravan. Can you help?
You know what would be great for a lost caravan? Deezer's lemonade! Voted best beverage in Covenant 3 years straight!
What's in the lemonade?
Deezer's lemonade is made of goodness. 4 special ingredients from sunny, non-irradiated environments, all in 1 cold glass. Try it and enjoy, or take advantage of the money-back guarantee.
I'll pass.
You don't know what you're missing.
The caravan was hit awfully close to Covenant, all right.
Every cap matters, right?
Deezer's lemonade, huh? The caravan definitely stopped in Covenant.
People that break our rules are asked to leave. Rarely happens, though.
Mr. Fitzgerald.
We get along just swell with passers-by. Like I always say, give someone a free meal, safe place to bunk up, and some civility, and they'll be all P's and Q's in no time.
Looks like a traitor left a bedroll. No marks on it, so no way of telling if it's from Stockton's people. Why does one tiny settlement need so much firepower?
After a long day, nothing beats Deezer's lemonade.
Hi.
Hello, stranger. You got anything that ails you? I'll fix you up for a fee.
Hear anything, Doctor?
If you want rumors, then Penny's the girl for you. I like to stick to fixing people. It's what I'm good at.
Not right now.
All right, excuse me.
Hey, Penny.
You here to shop?
Do you have time for a few questions?
For you? Certainly.
Does Covenant have some sort of problem with synths?
Thank God we don't. None of those machines are in here.
The town looks really nice. How'd you manage that?
Oh, thank you for noticing. Well, the menfolk would say good old-fashioned elbow grease keeps Covenant as the prettiest place in the Commonwealth. But between you and me, I think shrewd trading may play a big part.
People here are really friendly. Why's that?
Everyone that passes the test is welcome to visit, but we are particular on who can live here. And having a positive attitude is important to us.
Do you know anything about a missing caravan?
You've been talking to Mr. Dan. I don't know what he's carrying on about. He's just stirring the pot, if you ask me.
Definitely. He has such an attitude.
I know! He's so smug. And Dan thinks he's the one helping people. He wouldn't know the first thing about making the Commonwealth a better, safer place.
If you say so.
I do say so. But I have things that need tending. Good day.
What are you hiding?
Well, I never. Good day to you, too.
Hey, Penny. Do you know anything about a missing caravan?
Oh, you're still carrying on about that? Listen, I'm really busy, you know, but you take care now.
Why would he do that?
Some people are just jealous when they see others leading a better life, and they'd like nothing better than to drag everyone down to their level. And Dan thinks he's the one helping people. He wouldn't know the first thing about making the Commonwealth a better, safer place.
How does Covenant help people?
Don't even get me started on what we... You know, I think I left something in the oven. I have to go. You take care.
Yeah, mercenaries.
He just gets my goat. But enough of my yammering. You take care, sugar.
You guys aren't doing anything special.
We're not, are we? Well, I guess not. Good day to you, stranger.
Right? He should be thankful you let him in.
Instead, he stomps around interrogating people. If the compound did do something to his precious caravan, they had reasons for it. Better reasons than a man like him. You know, honey, I was just shooting off at the mouth. Just forget anything I said about that and the compound. I have to go.
They're hiding something. I'm sure of it.
Hey, Dan.
This whole place has got me on edge. I hope you found something on the caravan.
Do you have any other leads?
No. If Covenant doesn't pan out, then I don't know where to start. I'll cross that road if I have to.
Synths seem to be a real touchy subject around here.
Now that you mention it, people are always gabbing about synths, or the Institute. But here, not one word. But hell, this whole place is a bucket full of strange.
I found out about a compound. The caravan survivors may be there.
Great. Now we just need to find it. If anyone would know where this compound is, it'd be Jacob. He runs this town. But he doesn't have the best memory. I saw him once reading a slip of paper while entering his password. Maybe you can find that.
We'll talk later.
Should get in some more target practice. It's good to see a new face around here.
Jacob,
I hope you're enjoying your stay.
tell me about yourself.
I make sure Penny, Talia, and everyone's got what they need. It's a full-time job to keep our little community afloat. But someone's got to do it, if you'll excuse me.
Jacob, thanks for the warm welcome.
And you have manners, too. That makes you doubly welcome here. Unfortunately, I got a town to run.
Jacob, can I ask some questions?
Ask away.
Does Covenant have a problem with synths?
Shouldn't everyone have a problem with synths? But there's none of those things here. Rest assured.
Do you know anything about a missing caravan?
Is this about those Stockton people? I've told Mr. Dan many times. We never saw them.
You ever hear of a compound?
Why, that sounds interesting, stranger. But I can't say I've ever heard of a compound, was it?
I have to go.
You have a good day.
Mrs. Fitzgerald runs our store. You should pay a visit.
What do we have? Dealing with depression, the 12 stages of grief, and some self-help books. Quite the library here. That's some serious security. Maybe there's another way around it. Got it.
Looks like you know your way around a computer.
Hey, Dan.
You find out anything about the caravan?
What have you been up to?
Not a lot. Everyone's got their eye on me. But I'll keep trying.
They took the survivors to a compound.
Then we're in business. I'll meet you there and we'll rescue ourselves some caravan hands.
Mrs. Fitzgerald runs our store. You should pay a visit.
Hey, a stranger. It's no secret you've been poking around. Not very neighborly of you, if you ask me. I know you think you're doing the right thing. Just don't make any rash decisions you'll regret.
What rash decisions are you talking about?
Maybe your next destination doesn't appreciate trespassers.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If only that were true. Use your best judgment, friend.
Just come out and say what you mean.
Maybe you heard a rumor about Stockton's caravan in a certain compound? So, hypothetically, let's say there's something to that. We wouldn't do anything unless we had good reasons. The best.
I know you and your secret compound are behind what happened to Stockton's caravan.
Supposing, hypothetically, we are. We wouldn't do anything unless we had good reasons. The best. Tell you what, you just stop this investigation, and I'll give you a gift. 100 caps. And then you'd be welcome back here as our friend any time.
How can you justify killing a caravan?
It isn't as simple as all that. Hasn't our community been good to you and others passing through? So all I'm asking is you have a little faith in us.
Surely there's room for compromise. I get Stockton's survivors, and we stay friends. I'd have to know more, though.
That's a tall order. A deal like that, well, that's above my pay grade. Tell you what, I'll let the compound know you're coming. Then you can make your case to them. Good luck.
Give me the caps, and I'll drop the whole thing.
That'll be useful.
Here you go. Come back anytime.
Jacob.
Mind what I said about Mr. Dan. He's not the best influence.
Understood.
You have a good stay now.
I hate this place.
Hey, Dan.
Some people up ahead.
What do you need?
I'll follow your lead.
Outsiders aren't allowed. Why are you here?
I just came from Covenant. They said I should come here.
If Jacob gave anyone permission, I would know about it. This ain't personal.
The mission.
Who are you?
I'm asking the questions. Why are you here?
I'm here to rescue the survivors from Stockton's caravan.
I can't let you do that. This ain't personal.
I just want answers about Stockton's caravan. Nothing more.
I'll take you to see Dr. Chambers. She'll know what to do about you. Don't try anything funny. You've been warned.
Hi.
Stranger.
Hate it when they beg. Just you and me. Nothing personal. Gotta hope that actually guy's clean.
Blythe! Hey, Blythe!
Torture. They are sick. Just give me the signal.
Yes. What is it, Manny?
I thought you guys were done with Subject 12.
Oh, yes. The interview's over. I'm just reviewing the data on Question 4. It's fascinating, really.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Certainly.
You shouldn't be in here. Welcome to the compound.
Hey, extend the platform. Showed up on our doorstep. What was I supposed to do?
You're the first outsider that's been in here. Stranger. Stranger.
So the one investigating Stockton's caravan has arrived. Do you even know that his supposed daughter is in all likelihood a synth? No matter. Let me be upfront about this. There are two ways this meeting can end. We come to an agreement, or there's violence.
There are no other options.
Too much is at stake to allow you to simply leave.
Stockton's daughter is a synth?
Why else do you think we attacked her caravan? She has well over a 70% chance of being a synth. I'd have to perform an autopsy to be sure.
You really don't want to start a fight with me.
Agreed. Killing you would be a costly proposition.
I'd prefer a peaceful solution.
As would I. Let me pose a question to you. What would you do if your family was destroyed by a synth right in front of you when you were but a child? Would you roll over and accept it? Or would you do something about it?
What happened to you?
In Diamond City, a lifetime ago, my parents and 8 others were massacred by someone. At first, we thought the maniac was human, but that was the day we learned of the Institute's latest creations, the synths. As long as the Institute walks invisibly amongst us, they strike without warning and control us from the shadows. I've dedicated my life to devising a test to detect these hidden synths, to root them out so they can be extinguished. Isn't that a goal worth fighting for?
A war, really? Is it that bad?
Hundreds of kidnappings over the years. Ask the survivors if it's really that bad. And there are so many other tragedies that may be their responsibility as well.
Who really knows what the Institute is responsible for?
And how do they manage to keep us in the dark? A living synth is indistinguishable from a human by any medical test yet devised. But it turns out psychology can detect a difference. Enter the SAFE test. The test is in its infancy, but through sacrifice and perseverance, our success rate is improving.
And the SAFE test works?
Oh, yes. Autopsies confirm the test is getting more accurate. There's something in the questions which provokes a response from synths, but the exact trigger is elusive. The margin of error is admittedly high, 4 or 5 false positives per synth, But one day, we hope to get it to 1 or 2 false positives.
It sounds like your test may not even work.
There is a correlation. We've measured it. We just need more data, more test subjects to narrow it down. Covenant is many things. A refuge for the broken people left in the wake of the Institute's rampages. A place of safety and healing. But most importantly, it is our one chance to end this age of paranoia.
Someone needs to destroy the Institute.
A perfectly rational response. A living synth is indistinguishable from a human by any medical test yet devised.
You can't seriously want to kill all the synths.
We most certainly do, but we have to find them first.
It sounds like you didn't let it go.
No, I did not. It may not look like it, but there's a war being fought.
I'd make them pay.
Then you do understand. It may not look like it, but there's a war being fought.
I've been there, but I haven't resorted to torturing innocents.
Casualties are inevitable. It may not look like it, but we're at war. As long as the Institute walks invisibly amongst us, they strike without warning and control us from the shadows. I've dedicated my life to devising a test to detect these hidden synths, to root them out so they can be extinguished. Isn't that a goal worth fighting for?
You can't seriously want to kill all the synths.
We most certainly do, but we have to find them first. A living synth is indistinguishable from a human by any medical test yet devised. But it turns out psychology can detect a difference. Enter the SAFE test. The test is in its infancy, but through sacrifice and perseverance, our success rate is improving.
If you can get that test to work, that could be a game changer.
And then everything we've done will be justified.
But your methods are barbaric. It's torture.
To improve the SAFE test, intense psychological pressure must be applied to our test subjects. It is distasteful, but necessary. Covenant is many things. A refuge for the broken people left in the wake of the Institute's rampages. A place of safety and healing. But most importantly, it is our one chance to end this age of paranoia. I will make you a deal. If you let me dispose of Stockton's synth and continue our work, I'll match whatever reward you were offered.
I've had my fill of crazy on this contract. No deal.
Fortunate for me, I wasn't talking to you.
You side with this nut job, and we're going to have a serious, deadly problem.
Are you threatening me, Dan?
I have myself a code. That's not always good on my wallet, but it helps me sleep at night. I took this contract, and I will honor it. Even if I have to kill you to do it.
Don't kill the girl. Spare her.
Impossible. The odds are too great she's an Institute infiltrator. Even if she is an unfortunate victim in this war, sparing her can compromise everything.
Covenant's a refuge?
Over the years, we've recruited like-minded individuals. All of our lives shattered by the Institute. Covenant is primarily about administering and refining the SAFE test. But some consider the humanitarian side equally as important. If you destroy what's left here, their lives will be upended again.
That's a deal I won't accept.
Then you'll just have to kill me.
Sort of sensor. I bet you 50 caps there's a lot more where they came from.
Better we take it than some wasteland scavenger.
hurt me.
What happened to you?
The men. They dragged me away, always with the needles, questions, and the pain. The stupid, stupid questions over and over.
Tell me who you are.
I'm Amelia Stockton.
Pull yourself together.
Oh. Okay.
It's all right. You're safe now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm Amelia Stockton. I'm not a synth.
How can I be sure?
Please, you have to believe me. I'm a human being just like you.
That's probably a lie.
I'm not lying. How many times do I have to say that?
All right.
My father, Old Man Stockton, he will reward you.
I believe you.
I just want this nightmare to end. My father, Old Man Stockton, he will reward you. Just let me out. Please. Coming back here.
Hey, Dan.
So Stockton gets his daughter and we get paid. Not a bad day.
What if she's a synth?
If even after all they've done to her, they don't know if she's a synth or not, I figure she's human enough.
We did it.
That we did.
It was good working with you.
Likewise. Glad you were on my side.
I want my reward. Now.
Understood. Here's your cut of the reward. I'll get my half from Stockton. Been a pleasure.
You holding out on me?
They call me Honest Dan for a reason. That's exactly half of what Stockton agreed to pay me. Not one cap more, not one cap less.
I did more than half the work on this job. My share should reflect that.
There's some truth to that. 60-40 work for you?
60-40? Really? Try 90-10.
90-10? Is that a joke? I risked my life, same as you. 70-30 is my final offer.
Without me, you'd be dead. Maybe I should ask for all of it.
Fine. I'll give you 90-10. But if you want the other 10%, you better be prepared to fight for it.
Hey.
I'm listening. What's the plan?
Your thoughts?
I have to hand it to you, sir. You know what you're doing.
What? The missions must be...
The missions must be protected.
Where am I?
No. How are the subject's vitals?
It's a little unsteady, but within.
Who are you? What's... Ah! Son of a bitch! Do that... Ah!
I will only say this once. Speak only when spoken to. Please continue.
Who's there?
The subject is ready for baseline testing.
Missions must be protected.
Subject, answer the questions quickly and with what first comes to mind. You're approached by a frenzied scientist who yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response?
Is that safe test? Ah!
Answer the question.
I don't know. I don't know science stuff. Ignore him.
Ignore him. Fascinating.
We'll kill you if we have to. Just let me. Damn it! Where'd you go? The missions must be protected. You.
Think a Commonwealth boy's gonna give up that easy?
I'll have to remember this place. I might be able to make use of it someday.
Confidence on Subject 12 is high. We'll know for certain post-mortem. And any progress on Question 3? None. The EKG shows nothing unexpected. The answers are too damn predictable. You've made your opinions quite clear on the value of Question 3. Removing it could invalidate all the data we've accumulated to date. Moving on. Question 4. The data on this is fascinating. Why does baseball have the highest degree of correlation? Even more than Question 8. Our methodology was exhaustive. Subject 12's answers in regards to baseball in his childhood were particularly fascinating. See here and here. I wonder, do they play baseball in the Institute? Or is there some sort of defect in their programming? We need another failure to explore this further. We can do nothing more with Subject 12 except final processing. I'll let the reclamation team know.
The mission's...
Whoa! You win!
Hostile.